@NCERT video book welcomes you. Today we are going to start chapter 5, Plants and Animals Live Together. Let's start chapter 5, Plants and Animals Live Together. In chapter 4, we saw lots of plants. Have you noticed that where there are plants, there are animals too? Look carefully and you will find that there are lots of animals living on, around, and even underneath the plants that you see. Here are some pictures of animals living together with plants. Which of these animals do you recognize from the pictures? Which of them have you seen before? Which of these animals live under the ground? Elephants feeding on grass. A moth resting on a leaf. A caterpillar chewing a leaf. Earthworms on leaves and soil. A tailor bird singing. A woodpecker on a tree trunk. Ants building their nest using leaves. A colorful stink bug on a leaf. A frog resting on a leaf. A butterfly perched on a leaf. Squirrels using tree hollows to hide and rest. A barbet using a tree hollow or nesting. Discuss. Which of the animals shown on page 63 have you seen before? Describe where and how you saw them. Use your fingers, hands, and arms to show how small or big these animals are. Find out. Why do these animals choose to live near plants? Life in the soil. Stand on the soil next to a plant. If you are comfortable, remove your footwear. What color is the soil under your feet? Activity 1. Pick up a little soil near your plant friend with your hands. How does it look and feel? Is it dry, damp, rough, smooth, hard, or grainy? Did you find any leaves or insects in the soil? Now smell this soil and remember it. My soil felt rough, smooth, hard, grainy. My soil had nothing, leaves, small stones, insects. Repeat the above activity a day after it rains. Remember to pick up the soil from the same place. Did you find any differences in the look, feel, and smell of the soil? Pick up a little soil from another place, far away from any plants. Is it different from the soil that you collected earlier? In what ways? Examine the soil more carefully. What small things do you notice in it? Soil is the topmost layer of the Earth's surface. Soil is made from rocks that have broken up into tiny pieces as well as old leaves, roots, stems, and living and dead animals like insects. Soil has many insects and other creatures living in it. Some you can see and some are too small to see. On the top layer of soil and moving around between the grass and leaves, you might find insects like ants, termites, small beetles, and grasshoppers. When it rains and the soil is wet, other creatures like earthworms and millipedes may appear too. You may also find more grasses and other plants growing in the soil. Discuss. In the monsoons, you may find many more plants and animals around. Where did these new plants and animals come from? Why could you not see them earlier? Activity 2. Stand near your plant friend and look around. How many different animals can you spot? Describe them in words and fill in the table. You may use the given pictures if needed. I saw, describe, a small grasshopping insect. It was on the grass. What was it doing? Jumping around. I saw a thin plant that curls. It was on another plant nearby. What was it doing? Nothing. I saw a black bird. Similarly, you can fill the blanks given here. You may use these pictures for hint. Red bugs on a rotting fruit. Blue flying insect. Ants on leaves. Butterfly on lantana flower. Lizard on a rock. Note to the teacher. Some insects wait for the rains to emerge from the soil. Seeds of plants may remain in the soil for long period and sprout when it rains or they are watered. Do you know? Animals, birds, and insects use different parts of plants for food, shelter, and resting. Camels eat leaves of plants. Birds like owls use hollows in the trees to bring up their young ones. Squirrels and crows use twigs from plants to build their nests and to bring up their young ones. Monkeys love eating the fruits of plants. Sunbirds and butterflies drink nectar from different flowers. Tailor birds stitch leaves of plants to build their nests. Bats and leopards use the branches of trees to rest and for shelter. Caterpillars munch on different leaves of plants for food. How many of these animals have you seen? Watch out for them. Activity 3. Sounds of birds. Close your eyes and try to listen to the sounds of birds. Do you hear any bird sounds? Cup your ears with your hands as shown in the picture. And point your face towards the direction of the bird sound. Can you hear the sound more clearly? Different birds, different sounds. Recall the bird sounds you have listened to. Try to produce the sounds that different birds make. Now try to write down in the following table the sound of any birds you have heard. Name of the bird, sound made. Pigeon, Gutargu. Similarly, you can write name of the birds like crow, peacock, sparrow, myna, etc. and their sounds. If you do not hear any sounds of birds, what do you think is the reason? Do you hear more bird sounds in the early morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? Let us reflect. A. Discuss. 1. What was the color and texture of the two soil specimens that you collected during the previous activity? In which month did you pick them up? Did they smell different? And can you describe the smells? 2. During which month did fresh new leaves appear on the plant that you were observing? 3. Which animals, birds, and insects did you notice around plants? 4. Recall and write about how animals, birds, and insects rely on plants. Which one was your favorite example? 5. What is soil made up of? B. Write names of two animals that you observed near or on plants. Describe the shape, size, and colors of these animals. Guess why these animals were staying near these plants. What other interesting things did you notice about these animals? C. Draw. Remember you wrote about your plant friend. Now try and draw your plant friend. Use different colored small dots in your drawing to show the places where you spotted animals, birds or insects. D. Put in order. One day Suma found a caterpillar on a tiger plant. She found it interesting. She observed it for about 10 minutes. It was eating tender leaves continuously. Her mother came close to her. She guided her to observe the caterpillar each day. Suma became very curious. Consult an elder person and organize the following changes in order. Now it was a butterfly. The caterpillar formed a cocoon. It flew away gently. One day it stopped eating. It came out of the cocoon. It was eating tender leaves continuously. After that, one day it stopped eating. Then the caterpillar formed a cocoon. Then it came out of the cocoon. Then it flew away gently. Now it was a butterfly. For more videos, you can subscribe NCERT video book. Thank you.